The population of Gilles Street Primary is about 350 children. About 100 are newly arrived children from overseas, and those children come here basically to learn English. One of the things we need to consider with the new arrivals children is that they know about safety in Australia.
Me too.
For example, I encourage children to memorise their phone numbers, their addresses, things like how to cross the road safely in Australia. Another thing I always do is I buddy up children when they first come. For example, like I've got a new boy from China, I have an older student from China, I'll buddy them up just in the first few days so they can help each other, so the new boy can hear his language being spoken. He knows there's someone he can confirm with if he doesn't really understand what's going on. So what issues do you find in the yard? Things that make it difficult or the things that you normally have to help with? What sorts of things, Nandi?
Running on the bike.
Oh, yes, that is such a common problem, isn't it? Running on the bike. Teachers even don't really know how to deal with that one. Tarina. A school focus for student safety and wellbeing is the Restorative Justice Program we have at Gilles Street, and I'm the person responsible for the Peer Mediator Program. What about dealing with different languages? Is that a problem when you have children in the yard who maybe don't understand? They might be new arrivals and they actually don't understand what you're saying. Is that a bit of a problem sometimes?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
If they don't understand the language, I try to see what language it is, and then I get someone from that speaks the same language to talk to them about it.
Excellent, great. It's a good way for children to learn how to resolve their own issues without having to always get an adult to interfere. So my role is to train the children at the beginning of the year and then debrief them through the process as well. It's a volunteer program. Only children who want to be involved get involved.
What happened?
We were playing on the slide, and then I was up on the top, and she was climbing up on the slide, and I kept saying go down and don't climb up, but she kept staying there and blocked the slide.
Oh, what do you think you should do about it?
You should both stop climbing up on the slide.
Part of the training process for peer mediators is to role play, and then we look at what sorts of issues they're having in the yard. And a lot of brainstorming, I guess, among the group, because they're often very similar issues and different children might have ideas about how to work through those issues together.
Still have fun as well.
Some children come from countries where violence and fighting might be the form of solving your problems. So here we work on how to solve their problems in a constructive way rather than escalating issues through violence. Gilles Street Primary School is a city-based school which has great advantages in the sense that we can go on excursions, but it is limiting in the sense that we are a very small piece of land in the city. And so, for example, at lunchtime we take half of them across the road to the parklands. To help us get the children over to the South Parkland safely, the council's given us a key to use in the crossing there. When we go to the park, we need to be more aware of who's in the park with the children. But because it's a confined, fenced-in space, you can keep an eye on them quite carefully. I started my teaching career on the Yankunytjatjara-Pitjantjatjara lands and very quickly became inspired to go off and do my ESL training. And since being at Gilles Street, I've continued as an ESL teacher working in the New Arrivals program. How do you feel today? And yesterday I felt. Beginning to master the language, I think, is really important for the children feeling a sense of belonging.
Everything.
Good.
Excuse me, what's that word?
February.
Very important to the whole process of letting children learn about life in Australia, life in Gilles Street School, is the help of the BSSOs, the bilingual school assistants.
Madonna, window.
And I think these BSSOs are really vital in the early days of the child. Just feeling welcome in the school, hearing their own language spoken, knowing there's someone that they can go to for help if they really need to make themselves understood.
I went to the zoo to see the belly.
Some schools actually find that they have to do something about cultural harmony, but I find at Gilles Street every day is Harmony Day. We're just such a culturally diverse school and people just accept that as a way of being. I think that's what makes Gilles Street such a special school.
Thank you.